Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Quiet as Kept podcast, where we say the things people survive silently. I am Shawnti Refuge. I'm a master certified mental health coach, author of the best selling book, Quiet as Kept, and someone who believes healing begins when we stop pretending that we're okay. This month, for Women's History Month, we're in a series called The Audacity of a Healing Woman. We've talked about the mental load of being the strong woman. We have talked about rage, the anger women were never allowed to feel. We talked about mother wounds and silent grief. Today, we're going to talk about something that a lot of people are living through but rarely admit: being high functioning but highly unhealed. You're successful, you're responsible, you show up. But underneath all of that, you are tired as hell because functioning is not the same thing as healing. And a lot of women have mastered the art of looking okay while quietly carrying everything. Let's talk about it. So, one of the most dangerous myths about mental health is this: if someone is productive, they must be okay. That's bullshit. If someone is working, parenting, showing up, building businesses, attending events, paying bills, managing responsibilities, people so assume everything is fine. But productivity can mask a person's pain. Psychologists often refer to something called high functioning depression. This is when someone appears outwardly successful and capable while internally struggling with exhaustion, hopelessness, or emotional numbness. So the outside world sees accomplishments, drive, strength, but internally that person might feel overwhelmed, disconnected, and burnt out. Functioning doesn't mean thriving. Sometimes it just means surviving efficiently. Women who are high functioning often struggle to ask for help. Why is that? That's because they spent years being the dependable one, the one who fixes things, the one who holds everything together, the one who shows up for everyone else. And when people get used to that version of you, it becomes difficult to show them your vulnerability. So instead of saying, I'm overwhelmed, you say, I got it, I got this. Instead of saying, I need support, you say, I'll figure it out. And eventually you start believing the role you've been playing. But roles are not our identities. You can be capable and still need care. Being high functioning often comes with hidden costs. It can cost you rest, emotional connection, self awareness, intimacy, and joy. Because when you're constantly managing responsibilities, you rarely pause long enough to process what you're feeling. And when emotions go unprocessed long enough, they turn into burnout. Burnout is not just about work. Burnout happens when people give more energy than they receive for too damn long. And many women are living in exactly that space. I've had seasons where people saw strength and productivity in me, but what they didn't see was how much I was carrying internally. When you're high functioning, people celebrate your resilience, but they rarely ask about your rest. They praise your worth ethic, but they don't always see the emotional cost. And sometimes the person who looks the strongest in the room is actually the person who needs the most support. Healing requires something many high achievers struggle with: slowing down, not quitting life, not abandoning responsibility, but creating space to acknowledge your emotional reality. And that might look like coaching, therapy, counseling, journaling, setting boundaries, letting people see your humanity instead of your performance. Healing doesn't mean you stop being capable, it means you stop ignoring yourself. So here goes your journal prompts. And if you have one of my guided journals, go ahead and grab it. Here are some prompts for today. Number one, when did I start believing that my value came from productivity? Number two, what emotions have I been avoiding by staying busy? Number three, where in my life do I feel emotionally exhausted? Number four, what would rest look like if I allowed myself to have it? Number 5, what support do I actually need right now? Take your time with these questions because awareness is where change begins. This conversation is exactly why I emphasize guided journaling as part of healing. Writing creates space for honesty. And if you're realizing you've been operating in survival mode, I encourage you to visit my website, ShawntiRefuge.com, explore my guided journals and my offerings, read my book, Quiet as Kept. And if you're ready to go deeper, learn about the spaces I've created for women who are ready to move from surviving to healing. You don't have to do this alone. So let me leave you with this. Just because you can carry it doesn't mean you should. Being capable doesn't mean you're responsible for holding everything together. You deserve rest. You deserve support. And you deserve a life that includes joy, not just endurance. If this episode resonated with you, subscribe to the Quiet as Kept podcast. Share it with someone who needs it and leave a review so more people can find these conversations. Don't be a gatekeeper. My name is Shawnti Refuge, and around here, we don't survive silently. I'll see you in the next episode.